right, so we're right now getting invisible people to go out and start into the streets and delivering some of the survival kits. And Project Winter Survival will be happening on January the 14th. And we'll be packing up all the kits, so if you want to get involved, email us. And on the 21st, the following week, we will be giving them to over 100 social service agencies who will then get them out there to the people that need them most. We need more product and we need money. So give us a call at 785-5655, area code 416, or go to projectwintersurvival.org and donate online and contact us. Thanks everybody, Mark, Scott, and everybody else, Kedre, for making today possible and bringing awareness to the homeless.
Jody Steinhauer, last year you had 2,500 survival kits you were giving out. What are you looking at this year? What's your goal?
This year the goal is 3,000 survival kits, and just to give you an idea, 12,000 were asked for just in the GTA.
Now, Mark Horvath from Los Angeles, InvisiblePeople.tv. Why are you in Toronto, Canada on a cold day here?
I'm asking myself that all the time. This is Anne Marie, and she's an outreach nurse, so she goes out onto the streets no matter what the weather is. I spent some time with her on the streets this summer and met a couple of people. Tara is stuck in my heart, a wonderful young Aboriginal woman who's out on the street, and I can't even imagine her out in the cold. But really, it all boils down to the 140 conference and Jeff Pulver, who not only helped fuel all this, but connected us. So this is the power of community.
Great. Anne-Marie, you're an outreach nurse here in Toronto. Are you going to come back up here and help pack bags? Or?
I'm coming back on the 14th to help pack. Yeah,
Great.
I'm happy to be part of the project. There's a need out there, and I'm happy to participate.
And where are you guys going now? In the back row, who do we have here?
I'm Stephanie Zivik from Children Reading for Children, and I brought along Wes, who's back over here from North Starfish. And we're here to support Mark because we'd really like to have more Canadian communities, not just Toronto, particularly our northern region of Canada, Taupiskat, Kangakam, and some of our other communities that are in desperate need of being heard.
Good.
My name's Bosco, and I'm just friends with Anne-Marie, and she told me to come today, and I was like, that's awesome. I run a service in downtown Toronto, and I've been associated with in contact with a lot of people on the streets, and this is definitely a huge need, and I didn't even know this until today, so I was really excited that this is happening.
Good. I want to talk to Wes. Wes, you want to talk to us?
Sure.
What's the story here? What's the word on the street?
Well, my goal is to build a playground in every single northern community that doesn't have one, and we've already gotten to build one, and we're hoping to build many more in all the northern communities, and so we're going to be doing a big charity event very soon, and we're hoping that it works out.
How can people get a hold of you, sir?
We have a website, www.northernstarfish.org, and we are also on all those social networking websites, so Facebook and Twitter. And, yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
You're 13.
Yeah.
You're making a difference. I think we're all proud of you. Lauren Simon?
Hi. You're still there.
Thank you for hosting us at your place today.
It was our pleasure. The Bargains Group and Michael Communications and Crime Stoppers pulled it off. Last minute, right? It was a good launch.
All right.
Scott, thanks for your talents for bringing us all
Wouldn't be able to do
together.
it without you, Scott, and bringing these partnerships together.
It's all good. We're just,
Jason and Mark.
you guys are going. You're going to hand out sleeping bags. Thank you very much.
Okay, you know where I'm at. Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie's going to get a picture. Sure, nice getting this picture here.
Kedre Browne.
Mark, thank you.
Hold on, let me see it.
I'm going to finish this. We just walked in here.
Scott Mills.
I just want to, if you
Hey,
walk
yeah.
down here.
Bye.
Kedre taking the camera here. This was a vision to do a mural to put a face on homelessness. Jessey Pacho, otherwise known as Graffiti Artist Kedre, and Kedre, who's on the other end of this camera, known as Bubs. Bubs Art on Twitter, BUBZART, and
Yes,
Art
sir.
of Fade on Twitter. And putting a face on homelessness is what you have just witnessed. And we are trying to advocate behind the scenes to help. And Kedre, maybe if I can take this back, you can explain this mural for everybody at the end of the video, and we'll just end at the end of your video.
Alright, the quick explanation because it's cold. We started off the mural with silhouettes, so to represent invisible people, so they're faceless, they're nameless, and as we continue down the wall, it'll continue and start with from invisible to visible. So that's the theme. We had it looking like there's a brick wall and there's broken bricks, and behind it is scenery, right? And in front of the brick walls are the portraits, right? So behind them is a wall, and behind the wall is the world that they live in. So we used the purpose of each character in the mural is to represent different kinds of people. We couldn't narrow it down to who we wanted because there's so many people. So we decided to use categories. So we just have like a regular guy kind of down on his luck. We represented a young lady. Also, we wanted to use visible minorities, right? So that was the purpose. We have a working homeless, young man who got a job, and this is a picture of his first day. We have a veteran, so we wanted to represent somebody that went to war for our country, and kind of ended up in the streets. We have a young mother, a single mother, and her daughter, and we have a family that lives in a motel. So the purpose of the kind of background kind of changing was to represent different kind of backgrounds, right? So we have the tent city over here. We have like a bridge where you can find like a lot of homeless people living under, and then the city skyline is where you'll find most of these people. So we just used it to kind of to put their background in it also.
And Jesse, where's Jesse today?
Jesse is doing a Unity graduation day today. So he's with the I guess young graduates. I'm not entirely sure, but he missed out on a great day. But he's definitely with us in spirit. He worked very hard. This is his first time doing portraits, so I'm incredibly proud of him for taking it full force, not being afraid, just painting, asking questions when he needs to, and taking on the project as much as I did, and just being down for the cause like everyone else was today.
Thanks a lot for all you're doing, Kedre, and
yeah, I'll say thank you, but it's really you, Scott.
Well,
You're the cool guy behind the camera.
This is what it's all about, from invisible to visible. If you want to get involved, tweet at Bargains Group. That's where we are, 890 Caledonia Road, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Right there, the Bargains Group entrance. They gave us the permission to do the mural here, and thank you very much. And we'll look forward to projectwintersurvival.org launching January 14th to pack them all up. Close to 3,000.
Invisible.tv is getting a new facelift also, I believe. So keep an eye on that. And I believe what we did today is going to be on there also.
Awesome. So we got people out doing outreach today. We're going down to our CrossFit graffiti art program. Thanks a lot, Kedre.
Thank you, Scott.
For putting a face to homelessness in Toronto.